What if everything you were taught about Africa was a lie? Modern humans didn't just appear in Africa, we invented civilization there. The oldest stone tools weren't made by Homo sapiens, but by African ancestors 3.3 million years ago in Kenya. When Pharaoh Djoser built the Step Pyramid in 2670 BC, Europe was still in the Stone Age. Fast forward to 1312 CE, when Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Cairo shocked the world with Mali's gold wealth, yet history books claim Africa had no advanced societies. The truth. Great Zimbabwe's dry stone towers, built by the Shona people without mortar, stood taller than medieval European castles. Portuguese explorers like Gilens didn't discover Africa in 1434, they bypassed thriving kingdoms who traded with China and India for centuries. The real discovery. How colonial powers like Cecil Rhodes fabricated the Queen of Sheba myth to deny Africans built Zimbabwe's stone city. When 20,000 people lived in Great Zimbabwe's urban center, London was still a muddy town. The transatlantic slave trade wasn't just about 12.5 million kidnapped Africans, it erased 100 billion in African wealth that fueled Europe's Industrial Revolution. Even freedom came with lies. After Juneteenth in 1865, thousands of black Americans were re-enslaved when Union troops left the South. The 13th Amendment's fine print still allows slavery as punishment, that's why 2 million prisoners work for pennies today. From Timbuktu's 700,000 ancient manuscripts to the Nok culture's writing systems, Africa's intellectual history was systematically destroyed. But archaeologists like Peter Garlick proved Great Zimbabwe was African in the 1930s, just as digital projects now recover Timbuktu's burned libraries. This isn't ancient history, it's why Africa's GDP is still recovering from colonial theft. The next time someone calls Africa uncivilized, remember, we built pyramids when Europe lived in huts, traded globally when maps called us terra incognita, and created writing systems erased by slave ships. The greatest myth isn't about Africa's past, it's about who gets to write history.